Part 3. The first thing we will do is modify the trim section. You may have an exchange trim item, in which case skip this section. With the upturned trim, take the small template supplied and mark the trim as shown in the photo. The forward edge of the template should line up with the crease line in the trim. We need to chisel away this small section to allow the trim to sit down onto the main crossbeam once fitted. Once you've marked the trim, carefully start to chisel away the material. Chisel down to the depth of the original indentation where the fixing screw comes through the trim. We recommend watching the video a couple of times for this section, as although not difficult, you only have one go at it. After chiselling away, the next job will be to cut the holes for the hoops to go through. Apply masking tape to the top surface of the trim. Use the template provided, mark the drilling points for the hole saw, and cut holes as shown using a 46mm hole saw. Replace the trim into the car with the hood up. Pass the seatbelt shoulder straps back through their holes in the trim. You will need to remove the stored bolts. Fold the hood back and push the trim into position, clipping the pop studs back into their positions. The outer edges of the trim will probably need some assistance to tuck them back into place behind the side trims. Make sure that the pop studs clip back into position. The next job is to fit the actual hoops. Place the hoop into the holes with the cutout on the outside. As you can see here, the hoops should lean forward slightly, so ensure you have them the correct way round in the car. It should be impossible to get wrong. Lift the hood forward into the upright position and pull the back of the hood up to expose the hoops from behind. Fit the M8 by 25mm set screw and washer and the bushed bracket we placed in position earlier into the outer base of the hoop through the hole in the main support beam. Repeat for both hoops, but do not tighten at this stage. Fit the M10 set screw and washer to the inner hoop leg. Again, repeat for both hoops, but do not tighten at this stage. This operation will probably be quite fiddly as you line up the bolts and holes. Be patient, they will fit. Tighten the 4 hoop bolts and then tighten the seatbelt inertia reel belts. Refit the sound deadening, ensuring that it's pushed down into the corners of the engine bay area. Be sure to pull the heated rear screen wire through the deadening so that it's accessible once the car is reassembled, and ensure that the hood clips are also accessible. Replace the carpet loosely into the car and lower the hood section, making sure the clips are still accessible. Tuck the front edge of the carpet under the rubberized trim section. With the rear hood, drop down and from inside the car, do up the hood retaining clips and tuck the carpet back into position. Lower the hood and replace the tonneau cover screws. You may need a small flathead screwdriver or similar spike to just move the spire clips under the trim into position for the screws to fit into. Replace the seatbelt plastic guides and reattach the lower seatbelt Torx bolts. Replace the seats if removed.